quantifying these compounds were all obtained.
You obtained?
Yes.
But outline is yes, spoke no, and the letter will have no, as if it suggests you didn't say anything there.
I did not perform there too. Quantifying each compound.
Or which compound?
Detected.
But which quantify?
We detected the compound, but I did not perform there too.
What of there you didn't? Because there's a problem there.
I detected this. The machine detected the presence of these chemical compounds.
But you didn't quantify.
That is called quantitative analysis.
That's okay.
And these are the compounds. Tier 2 is going further to quantify each particular compound. That is tier 2.
Yes. You were to say you were as good as a senior analyst or chief analyst?
I'm an analyst.
You're an analyst. And I thought on joining the police force, you were sent to do some work in Karun or something like that?
Yes.
Was that general police duties?
Yes.
And thereafter you've been at, I think, your right position in the Directorate of Forensic Services. Now, in your detailed analysis, not analysis, you told us about the many certificates and trainings you've undertaken. One of them which caught my attention was African Biosystems, something like that?
Yes,
African Biosystems.
Yes, certificate on this
human identification. Is that part of police force? Is that entity part of police force?
No, it is a provider of analytical instruments which we use during analysis.
No, my question is, you gave the impression that some of these trainings were being conducted by, call them entities. Are they entities outside police force?
The entities outside police force, my lord, which come and train us for the value of the forensic labs and
Would I be right to say that these trainings are tailor-made for purposes of your directorate?
those trainings are made to equip us with current technologies of analyzing samples.
As if I remember you saying at one instance, probably we shall get there shortly, that at the time you conducted this particular examination, you didn't have that particular
HPTLC.
It's true.
That is the full high performance in layer chromatography.
You did not have it then.
It was parts of it were available, but some parts were not available.
Wouldn't this have an adverse effect on your analysis, on your examination? Especially in light of the fact that you are saying you've been getting updated, current, modern trainings on the current trend in this field.
Oh my lord, analysis was properly and confirmatory on the analyzed specimen.
Okay, we shall get there. Now you refer to the instructions that you received. And according to your words, you are saying as per your code of conduct and national procedures. Is that what forms the basis of your analysis?
We follow standard procedures ISO 17025, the international procedures of handling specimens in testing laboratories like ours.
We've had the opportunity to handle some cases where your colleagues, like the accountants, also allude to those international procedures, but I stand to be corrected. I don't think they mentioned it anywhere in your report that you are confirming those international procedures. Did you? If so, you can show court.
No, my lord.
My report was referring to your date, the 21, the one you read to court.
Yes. I beg your pardon?
The report you read to court is the one you're referring to. You didn't mention, you didn't allude to those international procedures, international standards.
They are not mentioned in the report. You have other procedures.
Okay. By the same vein, would I be right to say there was nothing to confirm? You were guided by international procedures as you want court to believe now, since it's not reflected in your report.
In the report, on page 1, under methodology, I said that we perform the radio screening using, we follow the in-house validated procedures.
Yeah, but I want to believe in-house validated is not the international.
In-house, not in-house.
In-house.
In-house in the lab.
Yeah. But that is not international.
And we have procedures, the DFS, the Directorate of Forensic, Directorate of Forensic Services manual, procedure manual, which guides our ways of handling exhibits and analysis.
Same story. Is there any mention that you are really complying? You are guided by your inbuilt or in-house manual? Is it mentioned anywhere in your report?
It's not mentioned in the report.
So, would then be very right to say you sat and you chose to do what you wanted, guided by nothing, but by what you thought was right?
No, my lord, we have procedures in the laboratory. We have the standard operating procedures follow, guiding us on how and what to do.
Okay. But those are your words, but at least in the report, there's no mention.
In the report,
No mention.
not mentioned.
Very good. Okay. Now, educate us a bit about this gateway. I only associate gateway with that famous bus company. What is this police gateway?
My lord, forensic gateway is an exception at the forensic headquarters where exhibits and external evidence is submitted. Yeah, that is
These are the exhibits coming in from the several stations.
At forensic gateway from different stations around the country.
And same story, the procedure. How do they come in from these various police stations, regional offices, as the case may be?
My lord, they are exhibiting materials are submitted by scenes of crime officers or by scenes of crime officers to the lab, to the forensic gateway. Then from forensic gateway they are assigned various departments according to the required analysis.
Okay. And to what extent do you follow or comply with instructions given to you under the standard PF17A?
I endeavor to do as requested as per PF17A.
So, would we say in this particular instance you did so? Did you appreciate what was expected of you, and did you carry out what was expected of you?
I believe so, my lord.
If we could turn with me to that police form 17A. You have a copy, I hope? You retain task taking that you received basically three exhibits, D, E, F, not so?
Yes, my lord.
And on that police form, the examination required was toxicology analysis and examination, examine and ascertain the effects of the intoxicant, if any, to human life if inhaled. At what stage does a SOCO, as you say, determine what is an intoxicant? Do these guys know what they are submitting? Do they know what they are referring to?
My lord, the suspect, it is suspected.
Are they trained also in analysis? Do they have any knowledge, basic or otherwise, on how these items are handled or should be handled?
Yes, my lord, they have some knowledge, they undergo training, and that also scenes of crime management.
But look at that police form, that 17A, especially under Exhibit E. The fella is telling you, examine and ascertain the effect of the intoxicant, making it appear as if he had already known it was an intoxicant. There's even nothing like suspected. Is there anything like suspected? You read.
It was not indicated.
What is the request about?
The request says examine and ascertain the effect of the intoxicant, if any, to human life, if inhaled.
To human life, if inhaled. So, I would want to believe this fella probably, just as you said, just some basic knowledge. I think it would have been safe for him to say suspected. But by now, he's already concluding it's an intoxicant.
My Lord, it's not yet a conclusion until we do analysis, and I believe it's the reason why they submitted for analysis and confirmation.
And he's talking about human life vis-a-vis inhaling. Is this the only means by which such intoxicants can get into the human body from your experience and expertise?
My Lord, there are various routes of administration and of injection of substances. One of the routes is through inhalation, others are injected, others through contact.
Injection, inhaling, or which is the other one? Or contact. Contact. And would they have the same effect? Something which is inhaled, something which is injected, intravenous, they call it intravenous. What of eating? Isn't eating also one of them?
It's also eating, my Lord.
Say eating.
Even eating is my Lord.
Injection is very different from
Injection, that is injection. Eating is the same as injection.
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 Injection, sorry. I had injection. Most of like injection, not injection. I thought you did. What of
That is injection,
yeah, isn't it also one of the means? Since you're talking of injection, like someone swallowing, okay?
yes.
What of injection, intravenous?
It's also another route.
The same effect. Something which is inhaled, something which is eaten, something which is injected, you return the same result.
My Lord, it depends on the nature of the substance and the concentration of the substance.
And since we're talking of inhaling, is there any other way? How else will you be able to establish that this particular substance?
My role was to analyze the substance and identify the possible presence of any substance.
Now, going back to the instructions, effects on human life if inhaled. How would you establish what has been inhaled? Did you get the victim or anyone who suffered the effect of this stuff?
My Lord, I'm not a doctor.
Just answer. Did you see or did you say you don't deal with human beings, you just deal with substance or
I deal with substances.
Now, going back to the strict instructions under PF17A, where is the problem? There's a problem here. Because they're saying something determine, analyze to human life if inhaled. And you are saying you don't have access to the human beings. You are not a doctor. How are you going to establish? Because you don't have this person for you. If it was a document or a drink like this, that is okay.
My Lord, after analysis and the identification of the compound, I searched the literature about the compound and its effects. And the literature is here indicated in the report.
We'll get there, and I will commend you for that because from my humble view, I would really think you did a good job. You did very good, do copy and paste, you gave us references, but it begs the question, if you've not had opportunity to examine the person who is deemed to have inhaled, how do you come to court and convinced us that it's confirmed.
My Lord, I confirm on the submitted exhibit. On the exhibit I received.
Okay. And you look at, I think it's the same, under F. Sorry, my lord, on that police form, there was exhibit DE. I'm referring to under item F. Are you there? Mm-hmm. The same examination required, not so?
Yes, my Lord.
Now, who submitted these documents? This particular F, actually, which is the suspected powder. Is it signed?
Person who submitted exhibits to the lab, they are indicated as Musipu.
On that page, under F, who is that?
On this page, not indicated. But the whole form
Did not what? Did not indicate his name.
on this
So you agree with me? We don't have the particulars for that one under F.
My Lord, the same
Just a
date,
simple
17,
thing.
on form 17, with the same dates and same CRP and the same station and given the same laboratory number.
Okay. So you just assume it is submitted by the same person.
It's the same.
Why? Why do you assume?
17.
You just answer the question. Are the particulars of the person who submitted
My Lord, this is
indicated?
the fact. That's the CRP, the station, and our stamp, the stamp of forensic data.
You are dodging the question, my friend. So
And the laboratory number is there indicated.
what of the particulars of the person who submitted?
Indicated on other pages.
Yeah, just like the lab number is on the other page, you should have adopted the same. So you agree with me the particulars are not there? Hmm?
It's my Lord.
Hmm?
My Lord, the particulars, the contents of the station and the submitting station and the receiving laboratory, they are there.
What I understand this question to be, are the particulars of the person
Yes.
who submitted the exhibit
F.
indicated.
Also blood, my lord.
No, my Lord, the name is not there.
Yeah. So, wouldn't we be right to assume that actually this one was a bidder? You just chipped it in.
No, my Lord.
Hmm? Yeah, but you don't rule it out. Someone knows he has brought 3 items, D, E, F. This particular F, they are all actually which formed the basis of your analysis. Is not, the particulars are not indicated. Why don't we believe that actually it was a bidder?
My Lord, we analyzed the sample when we opened the envelope. The exhibit was present and labeled F.
Being present is one thing. Who presented them? Who presented it? Okay. I'll save you that, but at least you agree with me it's not there. All right. And we talked about D, when you look at D, and even going by your report, I think, at the end of it all, annex. You look at your report. My lord, that is I think going to be same story. 21. At the end, the annex. I'm saying, can you read for us annex? Are you there? On your report?
On page
No, it is page 7 of 9.
It shows a picture frame with the submitted evidence related to the case.
And what do you have under A?
A photograph showing packaging material.
Okay, D. No, under C.
Under C, photograph showing exhibit marked D.
Which is?
D.
Which was the doormat?
Doormat.
Okay. So would that be right to say that at the time you are doing this analysis, the examination, you had the opportunity also to look at the pictures that had been taken?
Yes, my lord. If you take pictures, submitted items.
No. The question that the pictures had been taken or the pictures were taken at that stage.
Most of them. Thank you, most obliged. Are you confirming at the time you are doing the analysis, you had the opportunity also to look at the pictures of the doormat and the towels?
Yes, my lord.
It
They
was
also-
taken at the scene.
Yeah, the ones that are taken
No,
at the
these
scene.
pictures are taken from the lab.
Eh? They are taken from the lab?
Yes, after opening
Oh,
the items.
okay.
To take out the house.
Okay, there were pictures taken from the lab. Okay. Now, this particular F, when you talk of same story, suspected powdered material, I didn't have access to look, but in short quote, the powder form. Were you able to confirm, to quantify how many grams they were? Or it is immaterial? You can use as minimum as 10 grams or 15. How much do you use to get the results you want, the desired results?
We sample.
Some.
We sample.
So you sampled that powdered substance,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, and formed the basis of your analysis. And looking at that particular substance, taking you to your report, the methodology. Are you there? I think it's your paragraph 4.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by confirming the presence of the lead targets?
I said that the range of screening was done following an in-house validated procedure using the SMAZU, SMS, TQ,
That is your
NX analytical system. The specimen was screened by searching for any detected substances against the NIST library. Once a positive hit was detected,